Hey, thanks for coming by Headfirst Fishing today. I'm Captain Joseph Rains. This is St. Pete Fishing Outfitters here at St. Petersburg, Florida. You can visit stpetefishingoutfitters.com to see all the really cool gear they have for the 3 days of red snapper fishing in 2017. Definitely stock up because you might run out of gear in 3 days. 2 fish a day can run out really fast. But in case you haven't noticed, I'm a little irritated at the fact that red snapper is almost pointless to try to fish for. The seasons keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller. The bag limits are 2 fish a person. I mean, do I really want to run 50 miles offshore to catch 2 fish and call it a day? Probably not. I'm going to fish for something else and maybe I'll catch a red snapper. I know there's some people out there that are just bound and determined to catch a red snapper, but I mean, with that kind of regulations, I'm just not that fired up. So I wanted to talk about this and ask you, what do you think about this situation? I think this situation is ridiculous. I think the recreational fishermen, which are getting the 3-day season, are not getting a fair shake. The charter season is definitely short, and they're not getting the business they should be getting. Everyone's missing out big time, and this is a public resource. What the heck is going on? We need information. I need you, the Headfirst Fishing viewer, to send us more information. I'm doing research. I'm looking at the regulations. I'm looking, at the meetings, and I need to get more involved. Honestly, I need to step up my work and see what's going on out there. We all need to be informed, and I'm guilty of being out of the loop sometimes. So that's a goal of mine, is to be more connected with what's going on with these regulations. I have caught word of this. It's hard to not miss, it's hard to miss this whole red snapper fiasco, but a lot of people are just really, really ticked. I grew up in some of the best red snapper fishing in the country, right there off of Alabama, Panhandle of Florida. Excellent red snapper fishing, even within inside state waters. You can go out and you can still see the condos on the beach. You're catching big red snapper. You just got to find those particular areas and reefs and stuff that are out there that are holding those big fish. They're not that hard to get. I've never had a problem catching them. I've never had a problem catching quality red snapper, but for some reason, they're endangered. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to explain to me. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Enlighten me a little bit more about the situation. I'll definitely respond. You can send me an email to headfirstfishing@gmail.com. Check out our website, www.hff.fish, if you want to go fishing with me. And again, check out stpetefishingoutfitters.com to see all their great selection of tackle, and I'll see you later.